Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Maker price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. Starting on the 4 days chart here, we're gonna move a little bit deeper. This time not quick, deeper in the bullish and bearish scenario because Maker, we didn't do it before really very deep, but this time we're gonna do it deep. And of course, it's a special request. Matt Flow, hi, this is special for you, of course, man. With pleasure. So let's move with it. We have, of course, a W, X, and a Y. So we have a wave Y potentially. This scenario might finish a three waves toward the upside. Your wave Y might be, of course, a triangle. A, B, C, D, and an E. Now you will tell me your wave E finished toward the upside and I labeled a wave D here. Yes, because there is another scenario which it can flip this triangle. I'm gonna explain it. Currently in the magenta, this is your bearish scenario. W, X, Y. The wave Y is starting from here, the triangle A, B, C, D, and E. Finishing wave E toward the upside, meaning, yeah, continuation definitely for lower. We're looking potentially to this area. It depends, of course. I mean, this is very random, but potentially it can be this area, $300 for MKR can be, of course, and then moving toward the upside later on. Of course, for another wave where you have finished, of course, a wave B, and your wave A might be these three waves here, shifting to this area. So three waves in WXY, finishing wave A, then looking for a wave B, right? And then moving toward the upside for a wave C. In the blue box, we're gonna see, of course, it depends how much deep this move on. This is still virtual so far. If we have three waves up, now the bullish comes. If we have three waves up, we have, of course, a wave A, potentially a wave B, still looking towards the downside. Don't forget that your wave B here can be the triangle as well itself. A, B, C, D, E, rather than moving lower, finishing this triangle and moving for higher in a wave C. Normally, of course, yeah, a wave B can be a very nice triangle, right? So A, B, C. Very nice one. I think this is the highest possibility even, potentially. The next scenario is a W, X, and a Y, where your wave X can be anything else. Your wave X can be, of course, a triangle, moving for higher. It can be a flat, moving for lower. It can be, of course, a zigzag or even much more complex structure. Yeah. This is why we have the X here. Almost the same scenario. Also, when finishing toward the upside, this wave Y can be a zigzag, can be a flat, can be a triangle, or any other corrective wave, rather than wave C, which it should be an impulse or an ending diagonal. Those are the scenarios. The highest possibility can be, of course, as this one as, of course, A, B as a triangle, and then moving for a wave C toward the upside. Because it looks beautiful, right? Actually, because it is much more possible because, of course, the wave B can be a triangle first as highest possibility, and it's a little bit low possibility to say, okay, that we are W, X, and Y from the start of this chart, right? I believe it is a zigzag, especially that we're looking for something very impulsive here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kind of like a leading diagonal potentially, yeah. So these are the possibilities for Maker. Now, if we move inside it, as you can see, higher possibility can be we are right now in a wave D. After finishing three waves down here, you're looking already for higher. So potentially we are on the way for a wave D. Yeah, especially after this impulse. So we might see here kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Potentially correction 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Finishing wave D, and then of course corrective again for wave E. And then explosion toward the upside again for higher, yeah, something like this. So we're gonna see what is gonna happen if we dive a little bit inside it on the 4-hour chart. You can see that obviously we have here an impulse, right? So we have an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We were looking for lower here. Here we go. We got our wave 2 potentially, so we can call it an ABC right now even. So I would call it actually A, B, NSC. I doubt that this is a wave 1, by the way. I call this wave 1 too. I think this is already your wave B finished and done. And potentially, yeah, that we move for higher for wave D, potentially. Unless, of course, we did not finish yet this wave. We're looking for one more wave down and then looking for higher. So if we dive deeper a little bit inside it here, well, is that an impulse? Of course not. Yeah. I know you will say, well, but look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 3 waves here, right? So in the start, you have 3 waves, meaning, of course, something corrective here, A, B, and a C, correction, A, B, and a C, W, X, and a Y. And then continuation for higher, plus, if we take a look here closer, potentially you have a leading diagonal, guys, potentially. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, let me test it. So if we have, no, it's already, yeah, invalidated. Nothing is impulsive yet. So if this is corrective, meaning that we are still, of course, potentially looking for one more leg for a wave B here. Yeah. And based on the time, yes, I would say yes. Based on the time, because the time is very important, of course. I believe we still need a wave B even to go longer in time. Yeah, so I think something like that. Yeah. So basically, this is what I'm looking for right now as a wave, of course. Yeah, as a wave D for the triangle. And basically, mostly in case, of course, we move for lower than this, where you have a X here for A, B, and a C. Well, what is the C? What is the impulse towards the downside? You don't have an impulse here. That's true, this is an impulse, but this is A, B, and a C, right? That's why there is an impulse here, definitely. So you have 3 ways down. You're not moving impulsively unless you are in WXY again, but very low possibility, guys. I believe that we're moving in a wave D and higher potential, but of course we not yet. So we still need some times, of course, to finish this. What I can say, what I can say on the 1 hour chart, as I explained, this is still corrective. Nothing is impulsive here, meaning still looking for lower potentially. Yeah. Finishing here 3 ways down, 3 ways up, and looking even for 5 ways down potentially for lower. Yeah. Key levels, very, very important key levels here on the 4 hour chart. If we take the low, okay, if you take the low here for a wave C, so you have to be careful. You might be expanding, of course, or you are looking for something else. Yeah, so yeah, key level here. Yeah, so for lower, okay, means lower prices. So because if you take this low, it means you invalidate an impulse. Yeah, so that's very critical and major thing that it happens here. Yeah. If you invalidate the impulse and you take the low of it, then yeah, something else definitely is unfolding, potentially towards the downside. So yeah, these are the key level. I would say a little bit lower and then moving for higher. I cannot really have targets for this. You cannot know even what's gonna happen is this correction. Everything here are wave B, guys. And when it is waves B, yeah, it's very, very painful. It's not tradable. It's very risky, and especially if you are in a triangle as well. So trade safe, of course. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.